Welcome back to the north. It's going to be another beautiful day. Heat wave conditions. We're in heat wave conditions. I might get stuck doing water changes later today just to keep things cool up here. The basement will be fine. We've got some food in the tank and they're just waking up. But I've looked around and from what I can tell, all the newbies have made it through the night. These are trying to find them now. I did see them a minute ago. There we go. They're zooming around looking for food. There's a bloodworm breaking down, and I've also put some pellets in. But they're acting like fish. Their fins are standing tall. They've acclimated. They're eating. They're all vigorous and perky and getting around. So we've got 3 browns, just like the ones I got last month, added. And then we got 7 of a new couple that he finally got. This is the first time they attached. So these guys will be a domesticated turquoise mixed with a wild discus. And we have no clue what they're going to look like. There'll be 7 of those. So we're getting some good variety. We got some, I think about 5 wild blue royals that came out of Toronto. Then I brought in 8 of the little brown wilds. Now we've just added 3 more of those brown wilds and 7 of this new wild Turk blend. That's what's in this tank right now. Plus 1 additional fish that was a slow grower from my previous batch that has all moved downstairs into the main tank. And God, I forget how many of those there were, but there was probably about 8 of those as well. 6 to 8. I can't even remember. It's gotten to the point where I just don't even know how many fish I have. I haven't added them up in a while. But I've got to be in the neighborhood of 40 fish now. 40 discus, which is pretty cool. And I still got 3, I got 2 75s and a 65-gallon tank in that 330-gallon lake system downstairs. That's just holding parrotfish right now. And my flower horn. I have a tank that I want to put the flower horn in. Just going to reseal it. I'm going to run him independent. And I'm gonna sell my parrotfish. Then I'm going to turn those tanks up, and they're going to all be full of discus too. I have one of the biggest discus collections anybody's ever seen. And I'm doing this because I need to get pairs, and it's a numbers game. So if I want to get to where I want to be, I got to start buying babies en masse like I've begun to do. And I'll get my pairs out. And the ones that don't pair off, I'll sell them as fully grown out, beautiful adults to someone who wants to just buy perfect adult healthy fish at a premium. I'm not giving them away either. So it's a lot of work. And yeah, there's people who want that because it's really hard to get a fish from here to absolutely perfect. It's not easy, but I can do that now. So I'm going to use my strengths to get myself to where I want to be on my own. Ultimately, the fastest route would be to buy proven pairs and just start producing, right? The guy I'm buying these from, that's what he does. He doesn't Well, he's got the money to invest that way, right? So you can order like $1,000 pairs over the internet and have them shipped into you and stuff. But I'm happy to buy his babies. And in the 2.5 years I've been doing this, and I've been looking for someone like him. There's nobody in my city with these fish. It's like I said, the discus keeping hobby has almost died here because of all the new regulations and stuff. So he's still doing it old school. I don't know if he's using meds. I never asked. I don't care. He is using RO. He's doing it pretty much exactly like Sheller Aquatics. Probably even watches Sheller Aquatics channel. Um, he's a fish keeper. And he's a good one. I've never, in the 2.5 years I've been doing this, brought home small babies like this and never lost a single one. Over and over, 3 batches now. Not a single little dime-sized baby has died on me. And that's the benefit of buying local, right? I've never had that. I'm always buying fish that get shipped in from somewhere else, even Toronto, right? You bring in the Toronto fish, the acclimation doesn't go well. And when they're little like this, it's very easy to kill them if you don't got your tank right, or if your tank is too far off from the one they came from. They'll die within a couple days. You'll start seeing them drop off. But he's literally on my same city tap water. His water's coming from the same plant. Um, he's a little bit west of me, but it's still an older part of the city, and so he's on my tap water, and it shows because the fish, they show up here and they just pick up and carry on. Now he's still RO though, right? So it is a bit of a stretch from the RO environment into the tap water environment, but I do a lot to my water. I've finessed it in such a way that I don't lose eggs anymore. I hatch out full, massive broods pretty much every time they try. And my parents just haven't figured out how to attach their babies yet. And that's part of it. It's sometimes they never do. Sometimes they never do. But you just let them keep trying, and one day they figure it out. That's even what this breeder told me. I was telling him what was going on with my pair there this week, and he says they're getting close. Just keep letting them try. It takes a while. So, but yeah, I am so happy I found that dude, because that's gonna, now I can get to where I've been trying to go. See, they're all happy. They're all perked up. They've all raised their fins. The babies are just rocking. Give me a week and we'll start to see some color, because when they're dime sized, you don't get much color out of them. Give me a week, maybe 2 weeks. You'll start to see a little bit of what they look like. They definitely look like they're going to be on the blue side. But who knows? We just don't know at this point with those. Go peek at the adults. Freaking awesome. See, this is my future grow out station. It's all just waiting to happen. And it's going to happen. And here are my pretties, all up in the corner going, oh, we want breakfast, please. Everybody's in the breakfast spot, jockeying for their positions. Let's start them off with just a little bit of kibble. There we go. Now we can watch them do something. Okay. Like, I used to wake up grumpy. This just this just tunes in the zen. And you see perfectly clear water like this, changes your whole fucking, I don't know why. It's just, it's good for you. And until you get here with whatever aquarium you're running, you won't understand. You'll know when you're here though. So the water stops looking like water and the fish just bloom and the plants just bloom. There's not an unhappy life form in this aquarium. The snails are even living like kings. That algae up there in the back that I didn't clean last time because I was lazy is loving its life. I don't have to touch this tank for a week. I just got to sprinkle food in a few times a day because they're adults and they don't need to eat like every hour and a half like the babies do upstairs. And yeah, that's it. I give 3, 4 feedings a day now on the adults. I might be doing 4 or 5 because I do have some growers down here, but they just don't need as much once they get past 5 inch. You can slow down. Nothing wrong with the growth rates. This is my first batch, these blue ones here, right? From my new breeder friend. And that guy behind them is one of my older discus. And you can see, when did they show up? I believe it was January or February as dime-sized discus. And they're another month, you won't be able to see any difference between them and the majority of my adults. And they still have 10 months of growth time in them from a bone growth perspective. So those blues are going to be fucking something incredible. Like, just wait for it. They're going to dwarf everything I have. These are my year 3 fish. And the ones upstairs, it's going to be like that too. I don't know because wild, I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen. I haven't, but the way these are growing, and the upstairs ones are growing real fast too. I mean, you're only meant to get an inch a month, and I just pulled off 2 inches in a month upstairs. I'm going to do it again with the next batch that came in. So if you can, they got 15 months bone growth. If you can not screw it up a second of that time in the beginning, right? Look how much time I have now on these blues. About 10 months, maybe 9. That's a lot of freedom for them to turn into perfect fish. And that's the discus game. You can go out and buy an adult. He might be 5 inches when you pick him up. He also might be done at 5 inches. That's all you're going to get out of it. Well, let's see what happens in this environment. with my setup. I'm bringing them up from fry now. After, see, my year 1 fish don't represent my setup. My year 2 fish are like, I'm figuring it out, but I'm not all the way there yet. My year 3 fish are, I am dialed the fuck in, and we are going to see maximized results. And I upload my videos every day because I know that I'm doing things differently, and I know that people are going to basically reject what's different. I understand that. So the only way to scientifically do this in a proven sense is to show you the fish every damn day, show you the conditions every damn day, so that you can make an informed decision. This is the difference between bullshit and reality. A lot of channels out there are just full of bullshit. Believe your own lying eyes. I'm showing you reality. I thank you so much for watching, and I hope you all have a wonderful day.